Alright, it's painting time. Today's painting, we are going to be doing a nice, simple sky scenery. Now, like always, when you're going into a painting, you want to have some kind of a generalized idea on what you're doing. And sky scenery is pretty easy because there's not really a right or wrong way to do it. Now, take a look at the actual sky. Today is a pretty good example. You see the kind of colors that we have up there, a lot of whites, grays, sometimes blues for the clouds. One thing that usually stays the same is the actual sky itself, which is usually that beautiful blue. So to start my picture, I'm actually going to cover the canvas in a blue spray. So we got our poster board blued out. I'm going to let that dry for a bit before I go into my clouds. Also, while you're doing this, think about the kind of sky that you want. If you want like a bright summer's day sky, you're going to go with a nice simple blue like this. If you're going to go more of an evening sky, you might want to add some oranges and some yellows, maybe some pinks to kind of bring out that evening sky look. Alright, now while we wait for our canvas to dry, I'm going to go into some simple cloud techniques that you could use. One of them is more so for a portrait landscape, like maybe you don't want the sky to be your focal point, but you do want some clouds up in the sky. And you can use this technique, which is just a crumpled up piece of paper, and you're just going to take your white, spray it down. Take your crumpled up piece of paper, kind of just dip it right into that paint, and then you're just going to blot it down. It's kind of hard to see on cardboard. This cardboard is super absorbent, so just kind of like that. And that's a really simple way of doing clouds. Another way of doing clouds, which is the actual way that I am going to be using clouds, is you're just going to take a piece of thick paper. You're going to kind of rip it into this cloud shape, and you're going to hold it just over your painting, and you're just going to spray it like that, and you get this cloud-like effect. There are a lot of other ways that you can make your clouds. Some people use sponge brushes or artistic sponges, or you can actually just use a paintbrush. There's a ton of different ways. Just try them out, see which way works best for you. Another thing you want to think of is the colors that you want to put into your clouds. So like, again, reverting back to today's, we have kind of a stormy day, and you're seeing the underside of the clouds. The belly of the cloud is actually got this gray because it's, you know, reflecting off the surface of the earth and causing this little shadow effect because all the light is above the clouds themselves. Sometimes further off in the distance, like those ones, I don't know if you can see them through the video, but they kind of have this bluish tint to it because they're nice and light colors. And then the actual shape of the clouds, well, there's really no right or wrong way of doing it, because clouds take the shape of whatever the hell they want to take the shape of. Also, think about if you're going to want to have a light source. So I'm going to do a nice simple light source. So for my light source, I'm going to take my can, bring it closer to the canvas, and as I spray, I'm going to pull it out. And it's going to give it this light effect. So you see there, we have our light. That's what we're going to use for our reference point. Other things you can do to your light source to kind of give it a bit more effect is you can add different colors to it. So I'm going to add just a spritz of yellow just to kind of give it a bit more of a sunny day light effect. I'm just going to mist it right on. And then I'm going to come back through with my white because I don't want the yellow to be the dominant focal point. And there we go. Simple sun. Alright, now I'm going to go into actual making my clouds. I have here just a piece of cardstock. You can use poster board, you can use cardboard, anything that's a bit thicker and is not just going to get too soggy and wet from the paint. So that's all I'm going to do is I'm just going to tear my paper, kind of going back and forth, making this cloud-like shape. See there? And I'm going to do it on all four sides so I have different points. The longer point of the paper, I can do longer bursts of clouds, and the smaller ones I can kind of do nice quick bursts. And then the corners themselves can also offer as a cool cloud texture. Don't put too much thought into the rips, just kind of go with it. Keep it fun. Remember what you said, clouds really don't have a certain shape, so you can really get creative with it and just do whatever the hell you want. There we go. We have 4 sides of different types of clouds that we can use. Alright, now I'm actually going to start putting my clouds down onto my board. I'm going to start pretty close to my light source. I'm going to put it right down close to the paper, not actually on it. And just mist it over. It's like this. Get creative with how you want it. And we're just going to keep going around building these clouds. And then also what you can do, see, my white's not really cooperating with me right now. It's giving all these little spurts. So I'm actually going to extend it down and make bigger, fuller clouds. To go clean off my spray can a little bit. Sometimes the paint likes to build up at the spray nozzle, which makes it do all the spurts. But back to what I was saying. I'm going to give some extra sprays on my clouds here to make them look a little bigger, puffier, a little fuller. And I'm just going to keep going around and adding more and more clouds until I'm satisfied with what I see. I kept going around, kept spraying, and this is kind of what I came up with. Next, I'm actually going to go and add a couple sun rays to kind of give it more of a light effect. Alright, so I got my straight edge. That's all I'm going to do. Here's my light source. So I'm going to put it close down. And I'm not going to actually spray onto the paper. I'm spraying onto the straight edge. Gonna get these quick bursts of light. You gotta make sure to keep flipping it too, because you don't want to get your paint to start pooling and drip down onto your painting. Go. Pretty happy with that. Now to finish off my painting, I'm just going to add a little bit of color for some fun. I'm going to go with a nice light spray of a pink. just over my clouds. And it's gonna give it this nice, soft effect. Get my cloud stencil back out. Do a little bit of these colorful clouds. Alright, once you're happy with your paintings, put it somewhere nice to dry. And this is what I came out with. Really nice, simple sky theme. Really not a whole lot to it. But yeah, play around with these techniques, see what you come up with. You know, it's a pretty fun one to do. Play around with your colors. It's really interesting to see how different colors give it a different effect. But I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, maybe give it a thumbs up. Maybe even hit that subscribe button if you want to see more. If you have any suggestions what you would like to see me do, just let me know in the comments. And then also, I am on TikTok at another spray artist, so you can go check those out. Those are quick, simple videos of different art projects that I've done in the past. But that's all I got. Until next time, see ya.